Well, good afternoon. Well, it's windy and it's going to rain any minute, I think. I've stayed out too long. And but I thought I'd make a few comments before I get soaking wet. Let's consider the fact that if you or I went around trying to raise money, lying about what the money was for, somebody might prosecute us for fraud. That's what Trump is doing. Any prosecutions? No. Now, Trump is also playing a mini mobster, mini-me, going after witnesses that appear in Congress and doing it the way he's always done it. Give them a lawyer, that doesn't work. Discourage them from testifying at all. Tell them if they do testify, remember loyalty, who they're loyal for. And then finally afterwards, if they say anything that's hurtful, or even if it's just partly hurtful, he attacks them, runs them out of town. Splendid. Not, but that's the way it is. Of course, the latter situation is now the subject of a referral to the Justice Department. Those are those people that used to prosecute crime of a major nature, and they're not. And Garland is about to go under the knife for a prostate problem, and I wish him well with that. And I hope when he gets out, he'll find that whatever held him back, maybe now he'd actually do something, both about intimidating witnesses. But here's the thing. If the committee is prepared to refer this interference with their witnesses to the department that didn't prosecute Meadows after he was held in contempt of Congress, it's getting a little dark here, then why wouldn't the larger crime against Congress, that is trying to overthrow the body and to subvert the election, why wouldn't that be the good basis for a referral? Beats me. And that's what we have to push. Every one of us has got to write to the members of the committee or our local representatives and tell them, when you guys elected Biden the last time, it was to restore the republic, and your work is not done, but you're not doing the bottom line task that's so critical before you, which is to force an accounting for what Trump and the others did. And that means conspiracy, and that means doing it now, and that means not being concerned about the upcoming election. You know, Liz Cheney gave a speech the other evening that got people cheering, talking to Republicans against Trump. Why is she delivering the message so strongly and we're walking around concerned about, oh, will people be upset if we do the right thing? And we're not going to get second chances on this, and we're not going to get to find out what the alternative reality is if we don't act on the reality that we know about and have. Also, our election, the midterm, is shaping up so there actually could be a fight about abortion, guns, the EPA, and it could be about Trump's misbehavior. And as this goes on, other Republicans will see an opportunity, blood in the water, to run themselves. And it'll be interesting to see if they choose the Trump model or they choose what some candidates have won in primaries, which is the more reasonable, sensible view. So that's another thing. COVID is still with us, 100,000 dying a day, people going to the hospital. But the not so funny aspect of this is Senator Cruz, part-time insurrectionist, is taking on COVID, but he's taking on Elmo for encouraging children to get vaccinated. You should look at the numbers, what's happened to kids who have not been vaccinated, and be concerned about that. It's hard to believe that we have such worthless, empty suits in positions of seeming trust, but certainly of power, who are, fill in the word beginning with F, our country. So, anyhow, I'm out here about to get soaked, and it's pretty eerie. It's pretty dark out here. And I'll probably talk to you tomorrow. Holly is continuing to do her work. I am not a slave master. She drives herself harder than I do. And, we're always anxious about two things: infection or rejection. And so we get numbers all the time from all the different tests and so forth that Holly takes. So knock on wood, she's doing better, she's doing well. But we're in that 3-month period after the operation, March 26th, coming out of it. 6 months, you start to think that you might return to your ordinary life. And at a year, you have a much better idea. So that's what we're dealing with. So nice talking to you. And I'll see you tomorrow after I get wet today. Bye-bye.